Hey, Christian Talk, you're really not going to like me, but I have some questions.
Was it just me, or did that come off a little antagonistic? But let's see if we can answer some of her questions.
That we just, we kind of got to get through. So this person says, I'm sorry, but the whole sacrificing cows thing is wild. We don't do that anymore. The altar is... I'm not saying that this person is a Christian. This has something completely separate. We were talking about the building of the third temple. These 5 red cows came from Texas and were sent over there in 2022. And now they're going to be doing this ritual during the Passover, and then they can commence the build of the third temple, right? So the people who are actually physically building the third temple do not believe that Jesus Christ was born.
Let's stop right there. It's not that they don't believe that Jesus was born. They just don't believe that Jesus was the Messiah. Let's get our facts straight. Let's continue.
Christians, this is where you guys come in. Why do you guys believe that the building of the third temple is going to be the Messiah's key to return?
Because verses like these tell us that there must be a temple here, or it must at least begin to be built for his return to commence.
When the people who were physically doing all the work don't believe that he ever came in the first place.
Once again, it's not that they believe that he didn't come in the first place. They just don't believe that he was the Messiah.
I'm just really curious as to how these two religions overlap. It's very confusing to me. So if anyone could just explain, that would be pretty cool.
Fine, let's explain it. Both religions, Christians and Jews, are both looking for a Messiah. Christians are looking for the return of Jesus Christ, the Messiah, God in the flesh. The Jews are looking for the first appearance of the Messiah. And not only that, most Jews, Orthodox Jews, believe that the Messiah will be the one who rebuilds the temple. This is why about a year ago you also had these reports of a Jewish Messiah whose name was, probably going to slaughter it, Yanuka Rav Shlomo Yehuda. He popped up about a year ago. I haven't heard much about him after that. And you even had, back when Trump was president, you had the whole Trump coin, Trump was like Cyrus thing. It's because they are looking for the Messiah to come to build the temple. So the Jews are looking for a Messiah to come build the temple. The Christians are looking for a temple to be built for the Messiah to return. This is how the two connect in this way. I hope that helped you out. I hope that helped you out on the other side of the screen. But she has more. Let's check it out.
And also, if someone could also go about explaining Revelation 2:9 and Revelation 3:9, that talks about, the people claiming to be Jews who aren't Jews.
Sure, I'd love to. There are a lot of people who like to use these two passages to say that the Jews living in Israel aren't the true Jews, which is something it kind of seems like you like to do, because I did follow the little video trail back where you said things like this.
Or sacrifice and is not real. They were transferred from Texas to is not real.
So I will say for the rest of the video that they is real. Because they is real.
And they're liars. And the temple of Satan. Because maybe the third temple is just that. So I, again, would just like some explanation. Maybe an open-ended conversation. Not coming at anybody. Just asking questions for clarification.
Now right here, words are important. It does not say temple of Satan. It says synagogue of Satan. These are two different things. The temple was in one location in Jerusalem where they sacrificed to the Lord. Synagogues, there were many of them dispersed throughout all of Israel, Europe, the Middle East, all throughout, wherever the Jews were, there were a synagogue where they would gather to be taught by the rabbis about Scripture. If you take a look at Revelation 2:13, where it talks about the throne of Satan, Satan's throne, it's talking about a very specific place. The altar to Zeus. This is what a lot of your historians and scholars will tell you. That's what this is referencing. So I would surmise to you that this synagogue of Satan, since these two churches of Smyrna and Philadelphia weren't but just a little under 80 miles away from each other, that it must have been in the same, it must be talking about a very specific synagogue. It's not talking about all the synagogues and all the Jews. It's talking about a very specific group of people. And to take it beyond that is just to do the text injustice.
So, thanks. Have a good day.
I hope I cleared some things up for you. And if you have any more questions, let me know. I'll see if I can answer them. Here's the bridegroom. Here's the bridegroom. Come on out to meet him. Come on out to meet him.